Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Matchup number 3, who you got?
You know who I have. It's a good old sibling rivalry.
I don't know why you even ask.
We got Grant versus Al this week. I think the older brother is going to have a good week, but maybe the younger one who's been on a streak. You know, he's got Philly's defense, so never know. Al, your pros? Aaron Rodgers, you're going against good old Detroit. He's projected over 25, and he's like 28 or something like that. He'll hit that mark. And if he doesn't, I bet you the rest of his team will walk around helping him out. But Aaron Rodgers, I'm expecting a lot of big things from this guy. He also got Washington.
Washington.
Good old Washington. Washington. He's projected 20 plus, like every week he is, but
never really reaches that mark, but he comes close.
He does what he has
clutch.
to do. He gives you a decent amount of points, so it's always good to have
Buffalo.
Yeah, and it's Buffalo, so it's good to have somebody like him in just in case. I'm not liking Cribs though. And they're going against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's D's usually the shutdown. You know, I don't know about Palomalu. He might be coming back this week.
I don't know. We'll check with Hank later.
Yeah, we'll do it up.
We'll
see what he's got to do because we're kind of ignorant. We're just ignorant. But we can do this shit. Grant, you got Bolden versus Seattle once again. Fitzgerald. I got Warner. Hopefully it's a tandem. You know, got those two dudes doing it. They can get that shit going. I think they'll be able to do it. Phillies D just talked about that, and they're going against Oakland. Jamarcus Russell, double-digit sacks numbers. I'd love to see that. Hopefully that game's on TV.
I would get him on my fantasy team if I had a high school fantasy team, or a longest ball percentage thing. He'd win that, but.
Or if we can play in one of those retarded leagues B plays in with the incompletes 4 points, makes sack 100. He's gonna be clutch.
You would want him
all day,
every year.
I'm not looking at Sidney Rice, though, versus Baltimore. It's Baltimore's defense, and it's Sidney Rice. I believe Adams already picked up half of Minnesota's wide receiver core, so you just fucking scrounging at the bottom. So, I don't know, like I said, though, I'm feeling Alex coming in this one. It could be close. Hopefully a good match. Grant's been on the momentum, so watch out. But I think you got it, bro.
Good luck, little bro. Now I'm going to take you versus Adam.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's run it right down. Fed with your pros. You've been talking about it for the past 2 matchups with Kurt Warner at Seattle. Bolden and Fitzgerald, they're both on the hot players for each person who has them. So, of course, I'm going to put Kurt Warner as one of your hot players.
Do it.
Also, the Jets defense versus Buffalo. We haven't really mentioned Buffalo much because we thought something might be there. 5 weeks later, we realized there ain't shit there. So.
The only thing that's there is that worthless T.O.
But he's worthless.
Ain't doing shit.
So, Jets, do work.
Do it, son.
My cons is going to be AP, Adrian Peterson at Baltimore, and that's why. Because they're at Baltimore. The past 2 weeks, Adrian Peterson has been shut down by Green Bay, and they were kind of shut down. Who did they play last week? He played to somebody, anyways, but they only he gave him 2 touchdowns. Don't get me wrong.
They played St. Louis.
Oh, See,
and they got shut down by St. Louis.
Okay, you had 2 touchdowns, but anybody can run into the goal line. I could do that. Okay.
Let's do it, dude. We should fucking make some phone calls.
We'll call up
Kansas City, bro.
Kansas City.
Larry Johnson's about to be traded. Get his ass fucking. We'll take his spot.
Traded. He's about to be CFL. Ricky Williams, but he ain't coming back to the NFL.
Seriously. I think Ricky's the only dude that ever went to CFL and came back.
And actually did good.
Doing good right now, present day.
But Baltimore is averaging the best rush defense in the league, and Adrian Peterson has been shut down. I wouldn't doubt that he gets a few touchdowns, maybe a touchdown or 2 if they get up to the goal line. But again, I don't think he's going to break away for any big runs.
You just said that. So, would you suggest, because I have both the Jets and Baltimore's defense, would the Jets be a safer bet to put in?
Against the Vikings? Well,
Jets versus the Bills, but then you got Baltimore going against the Vikings, but you're saying they might shut them down. So,
don't get me wrong. The Vikings are going to do okay. Baltimore doesn't have that great of a pass defense, but it's a rush defense that's just boom.
And it would be kind of counteractive if I had Adrian Peterson and their defense. So
right.
Fuck it.
Adam, your pros. I'm going to get Clinton Portis against Kansas City for the sole reason that it's Kansas City. Kansas City sucks. Missouri sucks. We've covered this before. Portis does good. Boom. Welker against Tennessee. You didn't play him last week. Should have played him. Should have played him over Randy Moss, that's for sure. And you got Randy Moss against Tennessee, and you're playing him. But I do like Welker a little bit more. He's going to get more touches, more receptions. That's a point per reception. Look for maybe a cross route, and he can even book it in for the TD. I think he gets 1 touchdown, a handful of receptions, and some decent yardage. Cons, I'm going to take Matt Ryan and Percy Harvin, and that's the only reason I'm taking both of them is because of their defenses they're going against. We got Matt Ryan against Chicago and Percy Harvin at Baltimore's defense. Now, like I said, they don't have a great pass defense, so Percy Harvin can still do some work. I mean, it's going to depend on the morale of both Buffalo and Minnesota. But he also does return kicks, and that could be good for him too. But Matt Ryan against Chicago, I mean, they killed it against San Fran. San Fran's good. San Fran's not great. Dre Bly's an asshole. But I'm going to take Fed in a very close one. I mean, it's all going to depend on players and matchups, but it's going to be close. I do think Fed pulls this one out this week, though.
Well, thanks, man, for jinxing it. So I'll be 3-3 now, and then I'm going to be 5-1, and then you're going to lose this week because I called you to win. So he'll be in sole in first place. Woohoo! Woohoo!
That's the matchups.
Come on, do it.
'Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes then you're no, you're in then you're out, you're up then you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up.
Alright, man, it's time for a little fucking hot or not. Hot as in a B's sister?
Not as in B sister.
Ugh.
Let's get it going.
Let's do it.
Alright, first up, let's go with Braylon Edwards.
Woo!
Braylon Edwards against Miami last week.
I was kind of shook when that went down. He caught 2 touchdowns. No, it was only... Yeah, he caught 2,
No,
right?
did he get the 2?
I think he got 2. No, he only
No,
got
he
1.
got the
'cause
one, but the other one went down on the goal line. Hell of a catch that was, though.
And I was thinking, though, the ref said his knee was down. He wasn't touched, though. What the fuck did they have to deal with?
Well, he went out of bounds.
Okay. I was wondering, because I was like,
Before you hit the
doesn't
pot
make any sense. But, by the way, the Dolphins came, they won.
The Dolphins still won. But, Braylon Edwards, you know, he was very shaky when the trade happened. I mean, he's dropped McGee, so nobody really cares much for a dropper. But apparently, something that Sanchez put on the ball makes it so Braylon Edwards can catch it.
He gave the ball a dirty Sanchez.
He gave the ball to Dirty Sanchez, and he lashed onto that thing like a turd nugget. And he knows what he's doing with that ball now. Let's give it up. That first catch he caught in the touchdown, that touchdown pass was beautiful.
Nice.
And then the second one, the almost touchdown, that was beautiful. Braylon Edwards, what are your opinions?
He's hot, man. He came off a trade. You know how hard it is for people to come mid-season trade. It's not even like it's an off-season trade. You get traded. I think he was traded on Wednesday, and he was starting on Monday.
Starting on Monday.
You have to
First
work
Monday night game, too. In Miami? They were in Miami, right?
Definitely in Miami. Yeah.
Definitely in Miami. The orange jerseys.
They won 3-0 with the orange jerseys. I'm not wearing it this week because I wore last week because now this is a new one. But
it's a new.
I went from to bring back the fucking navy blue ones. That'd be sweet. But.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. But Braylon Edwards is our hot player of the week. The dude's fire, and he's against Buffalo.
Fire!
I mean, you got... At least one thing you're not going to hear about on ESPN is Drop McGee versus Drop McAsshole with T.O. So you're going to have Braylon Edwards, who can now catch, versus T.O., who still can't catch.
We'll never be able to catch.
Against with Trent Edwards and, you know, whatever. So look for Braylon Edwards to do good this week.
Do it.
No one's picked him up yet. I had him. I dropped him on Cleveland. I probably won't pick him up again. He's not, but I'm
Jay
still
will
not
pick him
gonna
up. Think about it. Jay will get him.
Yeah. Not player of the week. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Good old AP, huh?
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, fucking bitch.
Adrian Peterson against Baltimore. You know this guy's clutch. He's clutch every week. But, again, yards-wise, he was stopped 2 weeks in a row. St. Louis, yuck. And Green Bay. And it's just disgusting. I mean, he should be getting at least 100 yards.
He's number 1 ranked overall.
He hasn't had a 100-yard game in 2 weeks, and he needs to pull that one out. In Baltimore, with the rush defense, I mean, give it up. Peterson has that breakthrough burst ability to come out and do something with the ball that you won't expect. You see a lot of analysts and shit, like ourselves, you know, professionals, that just say a lot of stuff, and then it just happens the other week because, you know, sometimes you can't tell. You can't account for a player. Maybe they'll fucking break through one. Ed Reed comes in. Adrian Peterson pokes him in the eyeballs, and I mean, you don't know. Maybe he just books it. So he's our not player of the week. So you got Braylon Edwards as our hot. Adrian Peterson as our
not. So
B sister. Over and out. Hot or not? Do it.
do it.